Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the 2020 Queensland Volunteering Awards. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Jane Hedger, Board Director with Volunteering Queensland, and I'm joined today by my other Board Director, Scott Black, who's going to co-present with me in presenting the awards today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which this meeting is taking place today, Meanjin in Brisbane. I recognise the country north and south of the Brisbane River as the home of both the Turrbal and Yugara nations, and pay respects to all elders, past and present. I'd like to welcome all of our finalists who are joining us live today from Jindinji country in Cairns to Bundjalung country on the Gold Coast and everywhere in between. I also extend a welcome to those of us who are watching for the public premiere and those who might be watching as a recording afterwards. Today's Volunteering Queensland Award pays tribute to the extraordinary contribution of Queensland's wonderful volunteers, the positive impact of well-managed programs that involve volunteers in the delivery of vital services, and the significant contribution that corporate employee volunteering programs make to our community. Our awards are traditionally held during National Volunteer Week in May in Brisbane City Hall. This year, of course, for COVID, we've had to be agile and change to an online format. Over the past 4 years, we've heard amazing stories about 745 outstanding nominees. And in 2020, we've got another 249 amazing nominees. Incredible work on behalf of those people making those nominations as well. National Volunteer Week and our awards are funded by the Queensland Government, and we express our thanks and gratitude to the Department of Communities, Disability Services and Seniors for their continued support. We appreciate their recognition that the deep well and giving and caring that volunteers contribute is worthy of investment. We also take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to the new Minister for Communities, the Honourable Leanne Enoch, MP. We look forward to working with you together to advance volunteering in Queensland. I'd also just like to acknowledge today Mackay Regional Council and Far North Queensland volunteers who are hosting the finalists for today's online ceremony. It's fabulous that we could be joined by so many people from across the state. With our 2020 awards interrupted by COVID, we didn't want to let 2020 pass without celebrating the extraordinary achievement of our Queensland volunteers. So, chosen to present the awards in time for International Volunteer Day, which is held on the 5th of December. And this year recognises 1 billion volunteers across the globe. Our world is absolutely changed for the better by people who share the volunteer spirit. This year's International Volunteer Day theme is Together We Can Through Volunteering, designed to shed a light on the contribution and also explore the difficulties and needs of volunteers during this time of complete global upheaval. Closer to home, Queensland has been privileged to have over 28,500 Care Army volunteers who have been looking out for older and vulnerable people affected by the pandemic, including those without the help of family, friends and neighbours. Volunteering Queensland has been privileged to provide the central point of registration for Care Army volunteers, recruiting, matching and deploying them into organisations where they could help those most in need. 2020 began with incredible disasters in the bushfires. Our hearts wept at the devastation across the East Coast and then right across Australia. Incredible loss and pain experienced by nearly all states, but we were lifted by the courage and heroic efforts of thousands of emergency services volunteers who stepped forward to save and protect their fellow citizens. Your skill, determination, compassion, and superhuman efforts were amazing. and will never be forgotten. So we thank and pay special tribute also to our Care Army volunteers, our emergency services volunteers, and all volunteers who have selflessly and tirelessly protected and supported others, our community, and the environment during this very challenging year. You have been a force for good when our state, nation, and world needs it most. We have a wonderful ceremony ahead, and that will leave you inspired, humbled, and we hope even more committed to making a difference to the lives of others and the state of Queensland. As you meet our finalists, you'll notice their unwavering dedication, their service, their passion, and realise just what a difficult job our selection panels had. We'd like to thank all of our panels for their expertise in choosing today's exceptional recipients, because we continue to have a number of just amazing applications. So to officially open our event, we are honoured to have a message from our patron, the Governor of Queensland, His Excellency Paul de Jersey AC.
As Governor of Queensland and patron of Volunteering Queensland, it is my great pleasure to record this message to celebrate International Volunteer Day 2020. We are blessed in Queensland to be filled with wonderful, warmly spirited people who go out of their way to help others. We have seen this so clearly this year, with volunteers front and centre during the emergent bushfire and COVID-19 responses, and also in responding to the prolonged drought. While the way we volunteer and connect may have changed as we keep ourselves physically distanced, what remains constant is the support volunteers give to a wide range of industries, areas and communities across Queensland. Volunteers help build connections and community. They nurture our state spirit, bring hope, and most of all, remind us of the power of kindness and compassion. I express my gratitude to all Queensland volunteers. According to the latest data, more than 710,000 of you. I thank and congratulate Volunteering Queensland for so effectively advancing volunteering in our state. Finally, I congratulate the 2020 Volunteer of the Year Award winners. You are all remarkable Queenslanders, and you have the enduring respect and appreciation of your Governor.
We thank His Excellency for his message of gratitude.